opening day archery season here in Oregon. I only have a couple hours to hunt this morning. We've got a family event going on, so I am just hunting real close to the house, looking at a couple spots, and that is about it for today. But good luck everybody out there. Hopefully you can be successful. I'll check on these couple of bulls that are usually in this. Not my normal kind of hunting, but I always like to get out, even if it's just for a short amount of time. Well, it's the first day of my real archery season. I got out here to where I have a bull spotted. I call him Trident because he has 3 points on his top. And I had him at 80 yards last year, but couldn't get closer. But yes, last year's worked out good, so it doesn't matter. But I'm hoping this year I could possibly take him, so we'll see what ends up happening. But it's a nice morning. It's not supposed to get too hot. And we'll see what happens. Well, I'm just sitting, waiting to see if a bull comes. Sitting on a wallow. He's been pretty consistent for a couple days, but it's more closer to 4:30. But we'll see if he wants to show up early today. But if not, I'll be back around 3. So hopefully, fingers crossed, something will happen. But it's been pretty quiet. I haven't heard any bugles or cows or anything. It's not a real spectacular hunting spot, but it's very thick. But when they come through, you usually have an opportunity, so we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Well, it's a quiet morning, that's for sure. Haven't heard a thing, haven't seen anything. Thought I heard something coming half hour ago, but pretty sure it was just some squirrels or something. But anyway, we'll see what this evening brings. I've got to get back. Wife has to work, so I'll get back out here around 3 o'clock. Well, back out here, it's about 4 o'clock. It was really quiet this morning, so we'll see what happens tonight. But it's definitely been quiet over here. But anyway, I know they're moving around, so hopefully we can catch one. There's a twig snap. Thought it might be something good. Ended up being an owl chasing a squirrel, picking him off the tree. Kind of crazy, the stuff you see and hear out here. Oh well, it's like 4:25, so hopefully something happens here soon. Yeah, we'll see. The gray horned owl, if you can see it. Just focus. Kind of cool. Gray horned owl's having a heyday with those squirrels. He's been hanging out there for like an hour, just picking them off. It's definitely been a quiet evening. It's like 6:30. Definitely hoping to see some action. But no calling, no talking, no nothing right now. So I don't know, give it another hour, see what happens. Maybe something will start moving. It's not very hot. I mean, it's pretty mild. Definitely should be something moving around. It's thick in here, so they could be anywhere really, but hopefully it comes through. The Stellar's going nuts. Try to get some pieces of the squirrels. Anyway. Well, it's a pretty uneventful evening. Very, very quiet. Only thing I really saw was a couple squirrels and that owl. Didn't hear a thing from an elk or nothing. Very, very odd. But, oh well, it's only day 2. Things will pick up. I know they will. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Well, day 3. See if anything can happen. It's definitely slower than normal for some reason. But it could be the temperatures and whatnot. There's a lack of weather change. But anyway, hopefully it goes well today. We'll see. So it ended up being 2 cows and 1 cow. Still haven't seen that bull. So maybe he'll come through. Maybe he won't. I think he's running around checking cows, so he may not be with them anymore, but hopefully he comes back. There's like 20 still jays flying all over the place. Earlier, I was coming in. I was 20 yards from this cow, and I was sneaking through the timber. And my left ear is pretty well shot, so I can't hear a lot out of it. So I missed the cow and the elk, or the calf, that were coming up over the ridge in the timber. And they had their heads down, but I didn't see them till it was too late. They were like 20 yards as well, so kind of busted them. The other cow kind of meandered off, but yeah, it's kind of tough having one ear that can hear. But oh well, I still make it work. Sometimes there's just some oopses for not being able to hear very well, but oh well. I tend to just be quiet and sneak around more than anything. Don't call a whole lot. It all depends on how the elk are sounding and reacting. But if I do bugle, it's very, very light, and maybe 1 or 2, depending on the situation. But most of the time, I don't make any noise. And if I do, I cow call, but for the most part, I'm just quiet. Just gonna sneak up on things. It's worked well for me, but everybody's got Roosevelt on the coast are usually pretty quiet. They don't have much aggression. Sometimes they do, but it's only a limited time. I've called in several, but for the most part, there's only like a 1 week section where they'll come running into a call. But a lot of times they'll run the other way, so I try to be real quiet. Those stellars are everywhere, it's crazy. But anyway, thought I'd share that. Well, that's it for this morning hunt. Time to head home and have a little barbecue and then come back out this evening. Yeah. This place hasn't been hit too hard with people, but it was the first time somebody to walk through calling the last couple days, which I'm kind of surprised it hasn't happened earlier, but anyway, hopefully they're not all spooked up. It should be fine, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, stay tuned. Well, it's like 5:40 or something. We got pretty warm today, so I mean for the coast, so 70, 72, whatever. But we'll see what ends up happening. Came to the same spot, wasn't sure if I was going to, but thought I'd give it a try. He's got to come by sometime, so wait and see. Well, it's been a very boring evening. Haven't seen anything. Haven't heard anything. It's 7:35. There's a little bit of light left, but I was really hoping to hear something. But oh well. It's early. It'll pick up. It always does. It really helps after rain, but there's no rain in the forecast, so we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated. Hello. Well, it's September 3rd. It's about 4:45. Sitting in this spot again, hoping persistence will pay off. But who knows? I almost went somewhere else, but I didn't think I had enough time to get where I wanted to be by the time I wanted to actually be sitting and looking. So, and the wind was a little squirrely over there. So I'm back here sitting, hoping it pans out. But anyway, stellar jays are going nuts again, but at least there's less than there was. But, okay. Sit here again till about 7:30 or so. See what happens. Good luck to me. Almost sounds like something's coming. Hopefully. Find out here in a few minutes. Or some stinking squirrels, but that sounded bigger than that. Something's definitely coming. There's something that makes its way over here. And then half an hour or so. But I hear Well, it seems like that elk has walked the other way. It was a ways off when I heard it in the brush and called to it. No response, no nothing. So, who knows? About a half hour of light left, so see if anything starts moving, but I think that was about the action for the day. Come up over. Anyway, try again tomorrow. Well, I just had the bull I was after, like 20 yards. Coming through the timber, I wasn't expecting to see him. He didn't hear me. But I knocked an arrow, got ready. I got up and went full draw. And then he was quartered away real bad. His butt was facing me. I was waiting for him to turn just for a split. He caught my movement, took off. I stopped him again. He was probably about 45 or 50. But there's no time for any reaction because he spotted me right away and then took off. I killed a bull a couple years ago on the same date, so I was like, I'll go out. I was going to go to the football game tonight, but I thought I'd go out real quick and could have ended really quick, but it was a lot closer than I was expecting when I came up through the timber. Anyway, lots and lots of boring till it's not. Hopefully it comes back around. I doubt it, but you never know. Fingers crossed. Well, I just heard a bugle from the other direction, so if it's not a hunter, it's definitely a different bull. So, and I know it's not the one I'm after, so unless he looks really good, probably let him walk. But we'll see what happens first. in a different spot. I'm gonna let the other one rest for a day or two. There's not a lot of activity in there, but I didn't want to leave my scent everywhere, so I'm in a new spot. See how it goes. Spot had 2 elk coming in, but still got about a half mile to go to get where I want to be, so let's see what happens. Well, I'm where I want to be. I'm right on the edge of a clear-cut patch. Saw some decent elk in here last year, so sit here for a while and see if anything starts moving around. Going back to bed, hopefully. It's so quiet. It's a very odd season. There's ravens everywhere. It's still early, I know that. Run is just starting. There's lots of balls that are by themselves too. So. We'll see. Hopefully something happens. Somewhat soon. It's getting boring. Well, it's been a boring morning. Haven't seen anything except for when I first started, but they were on the road. And then super quiet. It's definitely an odd year. Anyway, my buddy got one over in a different unit, so that's good for him. But anyway, hopefully I can get on that. Tried it one. Again, that's the one I'm ultimately after where I'm at right now. I know there's good animals, so I'd take something here, but that's the one I have my eyes set on, so let's see if we can get it done. Hopefully next week or so. Maybe it'll pick up a little bit. It's definitely slow. Sure is beautiful in here. Well, I'm going to a different spot over in Weyerhaeuser. So
just used to hiking everywhere for archery. So going to the end of this road landing area and then sitting on a 3 or 4 year old cut, just seeing if anything comes out. Not really expecting a whole lot, but I thought I'd check the area out. I've been meaning to get over here, and I just haven't, so we'll see how it goes. Been in here years ago, and there was a couple bulls in this one spot, but that timber is all clear cut now, so get into here, see what's going on, and maybe find something. If there's something good, I'll go for it. If not, oh well, I'll go back and go after the one I've been after. Anyway, well, I guess I cut this years ago. It's actually grown up quite a bit already. Wasn't expecting that. Anyway, we shall see. Well, I've been bugling and calling and finally got a response. It's really thick, so I'm not sure how this is going to play out. He's either got to come to the road or I don't know. And stuff's like 12 feet tall. Let's see what happens, I guess.
Sounded like he was coming in. Maybe he was just raking a tree. Maybe down in this deep ravine. Can't see him or anything. Doesn't sound like he wants to come out. I'll try a couple more calls and see. About 15 minutes of light left. See what happens. Well, I saw something tonight. Finally. Well, it's a deer. Anyway. Going across the road. Waiting for its babies. Well, hiking in off the highway. Hopefully tonight brings good luck. It's 4:30 on Wednesday, and hopefully this pans out. So stay tuned. Let's see what happens. Gonna kind of sit in a different spot, same area but different location, since he seems to come out right in the area I'm kind of sitting. So I'm gonna go up a little bit higher, and hopefully he comes down below me, and hopefully the wind stays how it is. So we'll see. It's a northwest wind, so it should be perfect. Anyway, let's see. Well, it's been quiet tonight. Heard a couple branches break and thought maybe, but ended up being nothing. About 10 minutes left, but I don't think anything's happening tonight. Kind of a bummer, but oh well. This spot's difficult because it's so thick. You just have to hope something comes by. You can't glass anything. So, anyway, maybe next time. I'll see what happens. Well, my buddy got an elk this afternoon, so I went out and helped him quarter it up and pack it up. So there's some elk bugling over in this area. He just needs to get over to Idaho and work on that tag, so he was just getting a freezer filler at the moment. So it's a good sized body, just small antlers, and medium 3x4. I mean, size wise it's decent for what it is, but it was a good way for him to fill his freezer and then be able to get out of here and get to Idaho before it's starts really happening over there to Today's the 12th, so you get over there before the 20th. It's kind of the main rut time, usually on other states and whatnot, so good for him. I was gonna go hunt tonight, but he called me about 3:30 and said he needed some help, so I went and helped him. But it's a good size body, so good for him. Anyways, hopefully I have updates for you guys tomorrow. I got a kids soccer in the morning, so we'll do an evening hunt, and then Sunday morning and evening, but hopefully tomorrow evening will be it, and I can focus on my kids' sports. But I've been only hunting certain days anyway, because we've got a lot going on and we're always busy. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll keep you guys updated, and yeah, stay tuned. Going into a new area tonight, so we'll see what happens, but it's very pretty. I like it. Well, I did a bunch of hiking. Saw a couple elk, a couple cows, nothing special. I can hear an elk bugle off in the distance, but it's a long ways away. But it's a pretty area. Sorry, I'm always yawning. But yeah, I got a 3.5 mile hike out, and it gets dark in a half an hour. There's a lighthouse out there, fishing boat. Pretty area. But not a lot of animals right now. A couple behind me, but there's cows. But there's the ocean over there. Nice spot. Well, I'm in a spot where I'm trying to get a dragon. So, wind's pretty good. It's going downhill. Hopefully it comes in. Gives me 35 or so. Hopefully it works out tonight. It's Sunday the 13th or 14th, I can't remember. Anyway, fingers crossed. Well, I heard the sticks snap, but I don't know what it was. Nothing came up here. It's been action-packed. That's good. Well, I'm in a different area. There's a big bull I saw this morning. I kind of have an idea where he likes to go. So the plan is to try to get on him, and we'll see what happens. I've been after this guy for like 4 or 5 years, but he always hangs up high, or gives you the slip, or hangs out on private property or something like that. So you kind of get stuck on where you can actually hunt them. So we'll see if it pans out to where I want to be. So anyway, stay tuned. We shall see. Well, I'm sitting in this alder thicket, waiting to see if the elk move through. There's lots of tracks over there, so hopefully. I heard a bugle a little ways off, not too bad. So, but there's like 20 some cows and a couple other bulls, so hopefully they'll funnel the same way. So it'll be like a 32-yard shot. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. Well, it's too dark now, but there's a little bit of bugling and whatnot. Sounded fairly close, but apparently they didn't want to come down this trail. I'm sure hoping so. Oh well. Call it hunting and not killing. So, anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. No, on Friday. And then we'll go from there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Well, I got the big bull spotted. He's like 300 probably. Been chasing this guy for like 4 years. I don't know if I can get video or not. Well, final day of the season. I've had some opportunities, but I get picky. I just want 1 or 2 animals, so I've got a decent amount of meat in the freezer still, so I'm fine with them living another year. Chances of these ones getting shot in rifle season are pretty low. But anyway, we got a evening hunt to go, so we'll see what happens. Probably not a whole lot, but you never know. It has been quite boring the last couple days, so I haven't really filmed or anything. Went on a couple hikes, didn't really see anything. Came back up and sat on the spot where I'm trying to get trident, and some guy was close by calling way too much, so that wasn't helpful. But anyway, I'll keep you updated and see how this evening goes. Anyway. Well, last day of the evening. It's probably an hour till dark. It's been windy and rather quiet. But when you kind of choose 1 or 2 bulls that you're after, you definitely have a lot of boredom. I could have shot 2 other bulls. One right here, one over by the house. But I had different goals, and I wanted to try for the other 2. But I got plenty of meat in the freezer, so it's not as big of a deal. But as you said, weird goals for myself, and sometimes I achieve them, sometimes I don't. see if this last hour pans out, but with all this wind and stuff, I'm assuming they're just hunkered down somewhere. There's a big rainstorm coming tomorrow, so I mean, they should be out feeding and getting ready for that, but you never know. And they might be feeding on a different area, but just not right here. Anyway, next time I will be less picky, and yeah, we'll see. I plan on doing a moose hunt next early September, so we'll see how that goes. I've been putting off for several years, just lots of things getting in the way, so that would be a lot of fun, and hopefully it pans out. But I got a sick blacktail hunt coming up here in November, so I'll get that recorded and have a video out for that. Sorry, kind of tired, but oh well, I'll push through and see if anything will happen. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm sure it's been kind of a boring season for you guys too, at least my recording, but I'll try to shorten the video up because there's lots of days of me just sitting here waiting. Anyway, good luck out there in deer season. I've got some ideas for deer, so we shall see how that pans out. Anyway, later. Well, there ain't enough light, but last 30 minutes of the hunt was really active. Lots of calling and whatnot, but he was stuck between two ravines or ridges, and he just wouldn't commit or come in quick enough. But oh well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But I had a fun season. I didn't hunt a lot really, just mornings and evenings, a little 3 hours here and there in between soccer and work and whatnot. But anyway, thanks for sticking with me and watching this stuff. I like to bring it out, and it's kind of fun. But this year was kind of a boring elk season, but I kind of picked to sit in one spot for a long time to try to have a chance at that trident bull. But oh well, it is what it is.